Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Ultimate Spider-Man, the 2024 run, because I was seeing people hyping this shit up, and I don't know if we read the same goddamn comic book, but again, we failed. I said, yeah, people are gonna read it, people are gonna hype it up because it's a married Peter Parker with Mary Jane Watson. That is the selling point, and that's the truth. That was the selling point. That was literally the whole purpose of that book, was to hype up variant covers and hype up the fact that Mary Jane and Peter Parker are together and he's supposed to be Spider-Man. Well, after reading issue number 1, all those covers need to be retracted, honestly. And that's getting annoying. And don't get me wrong, I know we have variant covers or whatever, but I'm really getting tired of variant covers or covers in general that don't have nothing to do with about nothing. You know what I mean? It's annoying. It is annoying to be the one to read, pick up issue number 1 of Ultimate Spider-Man, and you got all these variant covers, and honestly, I'm just gonna spoil it for you. Spider-Man don't show up at all. Peter never changes into Spider-Man at all. I mean, we get a silhouette at the end of the damn story. The only thing that really shows up is really that Ultimate Green Goblin. And honestly, another thing is, we don't even need to be calling this the Ultimate Universe, because it's not the Ultimate Universe at all. It is the Maker's Universe, and honestly, this book title should be called The Maker's Universe. I mean, the Maker's Spider-Man, because it technically is. You know what I'm saying? What people don't understand is Ultimate Invasion literally has the Maker, Reed Richards of 1610, go to Earth 6160 and remake it in the way that he wanted. So therefore, it's not the Ultimate Universe. It is literally the Maker Universe. Why the fuck is it called the Ultimate Universe? And on top of that, you mean tell me you're gonna bring back a title called Ultimate Spider-Man, but you could have kept that title with Miles Morales instead of retitling his book Miles Morales Spider-Man. You could have kept that as Ultimate Spider-Man book. You know what I'm saying? Because technically, this isn't the Ultimate Universe at all. It's not the Ultimate Universe. These books shouldn't be called the Ultimate Universe. They should be called the Maker Universe, the Maker's Marvel Universe, something. And I know somebody was trying to argue me down, talking about, well, how about this? Why don't we just call it the Maker's Ultimate Universe? No, we're going to call it the Maker's Universe. And technically, these books need to be called the Maker's Spider-Man, because it is the Maker's. Everything that's happening is because the Maker interfered with this Earth and changed things around. It's nowhere close to the Ultimate Universe. It's not a reflection of the Ultimate Universe at all. 6160 is not the same as 1610. I'm sorry to tell you this. You know what I mean? And that's just the truth. Y'all gotta stop just naming shit. It's the same thing as Kevin Feige when he was trying to say that the MCU was Earth 616. No, the fuck it's not. 616 is the main Marvel comic book universe. Everything else is spun off. The MCU is Earth 19999. So, like, what the fuck we talking about? You know what I mean? It's kind of sad that, again, you got people who work at Marvel, and for some reason, y'all can't keep up with y'all own continuity stuff, or even designated codes. Y'all the ones who did this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all created this universe. Y'all the ones who created this stuff where, y'all the ones who created this code thing for us to remember and memorize or whatever. But then the people that work there can't remember shit and then just keep making up shit as it go, and then get mad when fans like me call it out. It's dumb. But honestly, nothing's really happening. Peter wakes up, I guess because it probably may pick up from Ultimate Invasion. I didn't read it. I didn't care, honestly. once the Maker had went to another Earth and changed things around, therefore it kind of wasn't interesting to me, honestly. That's just my personal opinion on the matter, because I was just like, well, that's not the Ultimate Universe, and I really thought we were going to get the Ultimate Universe. And another thing too with this, I know I'm kind of breaking a little bit of tangent, is the fact that that Jimmy Hudson isn't a main player right now. Him and Miles, like, that's weird. That is weird, because Jimmy was part of X-Men Blue. And remember, Jimmy is literally the Ultimate Universe son of the Ultimate Wolverine. So to not even have him show up, not to have him part of any part of this storyline, is weird already. But that's just my personal opinion. The same thing is that if you're gonna have characters from the Ultimate Universe that linger around, it should still focus on Miles, Jimmy Hudson, and the Maker, Reed Richards. That's just how I look at it. That's how I feel about the situation. Because those are the three characters that are left from the main continuity. I mean, from not from the main continuity, but from the Ultimate Universe. Those are the only three people who survived from the Ultimate Universe. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Now, it'd be interesting if there were more characters from the Ultimate Universe that survived, but no, they're not. So it's just those three, and those three should be part of this Maker universe, because that's what it is. But anyway, because I know some people are like, oh man, Spider-Man comic books are getting good again thanks to this book. I'm looking at the book and I'm like, what damn Spider-Man comic book y'all reading? This shit boring. I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, is it good to see Mary Jane and Peter Parker married? Yeah, but that's the only selling point they got, because Peter doesn't have powers. He hasn't been able to sleep in a while or whatever. He goes to pick up Ben Parker, his Uncle Ben, who's alive and is partnered with J. Jonah Jameson with the Daily Bugle, but then they decided that they want to do something different after the board wants them to, I don't know, do something. The board wants them to do something different. They didn't agree. They left, and apparently, guess who is in charge of the board? Wilson Fisk. Then after that, Wilson Fisk gets out of his car. I mean, his limousine, and the Maker's Green Goblin bombs the limousine and leaves Wilson Fisk injured. And literally, Peter comes home. He talks to Mary Jane about how he hasn't been feeling like himself or whatever and stuff like that. And he talking about how he need a change, and she was like, does that mean a change for me and you? He was like, never. She was like, okay then, go get him, Tiger. She was like, as long as it doesn't change anything between me and you. And he's like, no, it'll never change between me and you. We're forever. All right, go get him, Tiger. And he goes into, he takes a little silver ball that he's been holding on since the beginning of the comic book. He opens it, and it's a message from the future. Tony Stark. There's a Tony Stark. In this reality, I guess Tony isn't born yet, because the person who's in the Iron Man suit is his father, Howard, right now. And he tells Peter, like, the reason why things been feeling off with you is because you were supposed to be bitten by a radioactive spider that's supposed to give you powers. You're supposed to be Spider-Man, and I hope this message get to you, and hope it's not too late. And he gives him the radioactive spider that was supposed to bite Peter, and Peter lets the spider bites him, and then we get a silhouette of him in suited up as Spider-Man, and that's it. That is literally it. I am sorry. That is it, y'all. There is nothing else. There is really nothing else. Oh, and people are talking about the memorial. So I guess some people died or whatever. It was something that tragically happened in New York City. A lot of people lost their lives, including Aunt May. So Aunt May is dead in this reality, but Ben Parker is alive. But again, other than that, no, there's really nothing going on in this book, and that's a problem, especially for issue number 1 of this new Ultimate Spider-Man series, because we're supposed to be like, yeah, Spider-Man's back, and I'm like, yeah, nothing's really going on, nothing's really happening, and that's a problem. But yeah, those are my thoughts of the Maker Spider-Man, aka the Ultimate Spider-Man comic book, issue number 1, 2024. What do you guys think in the comment section below? Let me know. Like, subscribe, share all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.